Hey, what's up guys, my name is Brad, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Duel Links video. Today we have a brand new card trade update. It's been like 27 days or something since the last card trade update, and of course we did get the very nice, update where they added in all the cards and stuff. And speaking of cards, we have one of the cards on screen right now, so I'm gonna quickly go and trade my my gold and gems in for this guy, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But before we get into that, I'd just like to go to the shop real quick and point out how do I put this? 9 packs left. The only card I am missing is my first Ties of the Brethren. And I've got this nice offer here, 40 packs for $20 or £20. And I'm like, I could do with that. I could get down with 40 packs, but this thing's just being a little bit of a bitch. So let's get into the card trade update. Of course, tomorrow we're gonna have the Marek event, the event overview video, probably a farming deck later in the day, and then a league video hopefully later in the day, if we do get some things, which be pretty cool. So let's start off with the 3 new cards in the card trader. Starting off at the bottom with the first card, which is a rare Dr. Frankenderp. This is another psychic monster, so boosting an archetype that is very synchro heavy and kind of makes sense. We're kind of working our way towards the 5Ds world coming in some point this year, hopefully. This card is kind of interesting. It's not going to see too much play, I don't think, but it's a very interesting card nonetheless. If this card is normal or special summon, you can pay 500 life points, look at the top card of your deck, then place it on the bottom of the deck, or reveal and add it to your hand, but you skip your next draw phase. You can only use this effect once per turn, so it's a hard once per turn. It's kind of like a crappier version of Reckless Greed, and the only place I could see this being useful is either if you're going to win. Like, if the card you drew is the one card you need to pull off an insane OTK, then this is when you'd use that effect. But other than that, you could use this with Serene Psychic Witch. When she's destroyed, you get to search your deck to banish out Dr. Frankenderp. Then on your next turn, you draw one card, you get to special summon Frankenderp, and then use Frankenderp's effect to potentially draw a second card, so you're getting a double draw and a special summon that turn, which could be a huge game changer, especially because the Psychic, the deck runs things like Psychokinesis, just pop a card off the field. So that could be a very nice strategy with Dr. Frankenderp. I'm bricking on any other ideas with this card because it is just not the best. It's a fairly new Psychic support. It came out in Dimension of Chaos, I believe, so probably, 3 years ago? But, it's a cool card, just not too great. Then we have Token Thanksgiving. You can actually move it in, so we've got the big picture here. Destroy all tokens on the field. Increase your life points by the number of tokens destroyed times by 800 points. So, there's a few cards this would combo with. Of course, if we had Scapegoat, then this would combo really well, because that would mean we can't even use Scapegoat. I've only just realised that we actually can't use Scapegoat because we don't have enough zones. That's pretty freaking mental. But we do have a couple of skills that Duel Links could use, or cards that it could be used with. So Phantom Skyblaster, of course, that generates tokens. Mecha Phantom Beast, they generate tokens. But this could be used to not only combat skills like Ojama Go, which of course, when you take 800 damage, you put an Ojama token to your opponent's side of the field, and you've played against Ojama Go, you will know that those are incredibly hard to get rid of, so Token Thanksgiving of course will blow them up. Or you could use this against things like Ojama Overflow, which basically, when your life points get below 500, you summon tokens to your opponent's side of the field equal to the number of free slots. So if they have no mods on the field, you can go and summon 3 of these guys, and then of course gain 2400 life points back from that. So it could be a very cool, a very fun and gimmicky strategy that, won't see too much play again. Like, all 3 of these cards I don't think will see that much play, but it's going to be one of those fun strategies you'll probably see YouTube decks made around. So, expect like the chance to come up with a really fun strategy with this, and we'll see what this card brings. But finally we have Spell Strike. This is probably one of the most interesting cards. Of course, is the main focus, is the UR of this card trader update. 1800 attack, 600 defense, Earth level 4. So immediately, Firm as Earth is going to boost us to 22, which is great. If this card is in your hand, you can target 2 face-up spell cards on the field, one from each side of the field, banish them, and if you do, special summon this card. So immediately, you have a way to counter C stealth attack. Of course, we don't see that as much in the game anymore, but it still will get rid of Umi or get rid of Legendary Ocean. If you're coming up against Destiny Heroes or Master Heroes, it's going to get rid of Hero City or Dark City. I think that's what it's called. It will get rid of that field spell as long as you have something to get rid of yourself. Now that's where the main issue comes from, because you either get rid of your own field spell or you have to be running a continuous spell or an equipped spell, which you're not really running that often. So one deck that could really work well with this is Crystal Beasts. Of course, if you're running Am Mammoth and Topaz Tiger, I believe they're both Earth, run those Infirmus Earth with this guy. You're going to be in for a pretty fun game if you're running 3 of this guy. 800 attack becoming 22. You get to pop one of your beasts, and you also get to pop one of your opponent's cards and banish them. However, of course, if you're going to be running Rainbow Dragon, then I wouldn't recommend using this, because of course, if you end up banishing 3 of the same Crystal Beast, then you're kind of screwed, because you won't be able to summon out Rainbow Dragon, because you need one of each in your grave or in your hand or on the field or whatever in order to summon it. So it's a very fun card. Of course, there's also the skill Master of Rites 2, which puts the continuous spell Ritual Cage on your field, which again could be a very nice use case for this card. Maybe we'll see Spell Strider Cyber Angels or something, I don't know. That's the good thing about the card trader. Like, they need to update it way more often, I think, and I'm part of that group that thinks that there needs to be more incentives for gold and for the UR jewels, because we know with Marek they're giving us a single UR jewel. I've got like 150 of them or whatever. I don't know what to do with them. Like, I'm not going to go and buy prismatic cards because they make no difference to the game. Like, there needs to be either some more cards added, especially with this update they've brought in where they make it so much easier for cards to be added and for you to go and get any cards you want from the previous back catalogue. They need to do some more with the card trader, I think. These 3 cards are pretty cool. Of course, Dr. Frankenderp is, again, just thought of this. You could potentially use this in a farming deck, a really bad farming deck. But, like, you look at the card, oh, this is kind of crappy, I'm going to put it to the bottom of my deck because I know, or like, if it's a vassal or something, I don't need this right now, let me put it to the bottom of my deck so I know that that is going to be the card I draw my final turn, and we'll be ready to be able to use it when you draw into it, and you could potentially draw into some more draw power, things like that. So, a good couple of uses for these cards, not going to make the meta shift and change in any big way possible. Like, Arrow Mages and Hazies are definitely 2 of the best archetypes we've kind of got from the card trader. These, like Spell Strider, is just going to be fun to play with, and all of them I think are going to be fun to play with. I think that's the main purpose of the card trader, is just to bring in some free to play cards that are going to be fun to play with, that aren't really going to, mess with the competitive environment too much. But anyway, that's my thoughts on these card updates. If you guys have any more thoughts on how we could use these cards and decks, let me know them in the comment section down below. Tomorrow we're going to have the Marek event overview. We're going to have maybe a Marek farm deck, depending on whether they change Marek's deck up a lot. I can't remember if I did one or not. I don't think I did, so it might be a good opportunity for me to get one in. And then if we get any leaks, which we should do for the Battle City event, there will be a video later in the day around the same time as this goes up, covering that as well. So thanks for watching. See you all next Duel Links video, and see you then.